You're hoping.
Nope. He's going to
No.
choose Arena. Even
Ooh.
so, that's not bad. Okay, guys, hello, and welcome back to BBQEmpires Best of 9 Bonanza between Ra replacing Fire and Hassan. We have up to the north of the map in blue, Ra.
And down to the south in the red, we have Hassan. Both players playing as Spanish as well.
Yeah, map Arena. Interesting choice by Ra here. I didn't know what to expect really, and I'm glad he chose Arena. I mean, I liked the Arena game we had last time. We had the BBQEmpires Best of 9 Bonanza.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, all of those monks from Eddie and Falcon Stray, that was incredibly fun to see. We can see Ra now just getting rid of that wall at the back, those pesky walls. But yeah, I mean, we could have a pretty interesting game here. I don't really know what Hassan's like on Arena. He's certainly more of an Arabia player, that's for sure. So I'll be interested to see how this one goes down. But Spanish, cool civ, because as we know, Spanish, not the best sort of feudal civ. They they can't upgrade their archers, so it puts them behind in a lot of situations when they can't really fast castle. But for Spanish in this situation, it's kind of ideal. Being in Arena, there are a lot of opportunities there, especially the fact they have Conquistadors, an extremely powerful unit from the castle. So perhaps a castle drop.
Yeah, it opens up a lot of opportunities on this map. Like you've said, there's a castle drop there for the Conquistadors. They can go into knights if they so choose, if they want to do a massive castle push. And of course, they do get fully upgraded trash as well in this case, so could be very interesting late game as well.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I mean, if we get to the late game, most of these games so far, well, both games we've had so far, fairly short. But yeah, I mean, a castle drop would be cool. Monks, always a possibility as well. Obviously, with most civs, monks going to be a possibility either way, and securing those relics always pays off eventually, I suppose. So we could see monks coming out early on. We could see perhaps, I don't know, light cavalry or knights to secure the center.
Looks like Ra having a little bit of an issue there with his boar lure. Looks like that boar doesn't know exactly what was going on there.
That boar was confused. He was like, I want to attack the woman, I want to kill the woman, but at the same time, I can't get through this damn wall. And eventually, yeah, he sorted that out. That was good news for him.
Looks like it did have its blinkers on. Anyway, the relic placement of this map, looking pretty even, honestly. It looks like they're a little bit more towards Hassan here, but there's one inside Ra's base, so it kind of evens out there. I don't know, it's pretty close in my opinion. Better than a lot of maps I have seen, anyway.
Yeah, I'd say Hassan had a slight advantage in terms of relic placement. They do seem to sort of be on his side, but, you know, as you say, Ra does have the one relic of his own inside of his walls. Hassan, pretty much the far right, has that relic of his own as well. The one thing that kind of concerns me here, for Hassan anyway, with his map, is that his main gold is inside of his walls on this right side, but that's so easily deniable with a castle. And aside from that, all of the other golds are on the outside.
Yeah, it's absolutely horrendous for him. If a castle does come down there, there's not only that gold that can be denied, but stone behind it for potential more castle drops.
Oh, yeah.
So he's going to be able to, even the gold, if he wants to, he can put up a mining camp there and just be defended by that castle. So really, he's going to have a lot of good play there, actually.
If Ra does that, that would be a pretty good move for him to consider. I just think, you know, with Ra's map at the moment, you can see he's got a lot of gold in the back here. He can take that all day pretty safely as long as his front walls don't get breached. So, I mean, aside from the stone at the front, there's not really anything that can be hit from outside the walls. Whereas Hassan has got a lot that can be hit. I mean, even his stone can be hit as well. So, you know, Ra has plenty of opportunity here to actually do some good denial of resources for Hassan here. And if he does do that, then Hassan could be in a bit of a tough spot.
Yeah, I hope he notices this straight off the bat, because this map is actually perfect for an aggressive play from Ra right now, so I'm hoping he gets a scout around there and notices all this nice and quickly.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping the same as well. We can see already Ra starting to take a little bit of stone. Well, he's putting a mining camp up on the stone, sending villagers over to gold now as well. Interesting that he's taking gold at the moment. I mean, we usually expect players to do a fast castle. That doesn't necessarily mean taking gold in the Dark Age. I think maybe it was a misclick or something.
What's it doing? Is it going to stone now, or...?
Yeah, going to stone. Yep. There we go. Okay.
Like it was just an on-the-way kind of thing there.
Yeah, makes sense, I guess. So it looks like, judging by the amount of villages he's taken to stone in the Dark Age, that we will probably see a castle drop of sorts. interesting though. I mean, you know, have you ever seen an arena where they played with towers instead of castles?
I have indeed, especially in these corners of the wall, because
Yeah.
if you don't know, if you drop a tower in the corner of a wall, like we've got in the top one here of Hassan, you can actually put units in it and drop them over the wall.
Yeah, like basically wall
Anyone
hop
out
with
there.
the tower. So,
Exactly.
I mean, that could happen if Ra was that way inclined. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not, though. At the moment, he is luring in those deer pretty successfully, I'd say, and he has got plenty of food income, so it looks like he will be going for a fast castle with potentially a castle drop, as he still has those villagers on stone. He has had them on there fairly early. We have a look at Hassan. Not taking any stone at all just yet, and he is up to feudal as well a little bit sooner. Looks like we will, of course, see a fast castle from him. But the fact he's not taking any stone just yet could be a sign that perhaps no castle drop at all, and maybe monks from him.
Yeah, it's interesting. So we might see just a full siege monk push from him, or we could just see him go for like a full kind of boom here and just risk it. But
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
If he went for a full boom, it would be pretty tough because I mean that would just give Ra so much map control, and Ra has all the gold available to him then, and he's got a much safer map to sort of boom from, but he's not doing that. So it's interesting to see what Hassan's going to do here. I mean, it could be possible that he goes out for like an all-out sort of siege and night push, perhaps. There's a lot of options on the table, and we don't really know what he's going to do just yet. We do know, of course, that both of them are going to fast castle, and they are going to be a fraction of a second apart by the looks of things.
Yep, Market Blacksmith going down for Hassan. Market just coming up and should be able to click up any second here.
Yeah, it just needs that extra 10 gold.
10
and
gold.
There we go.
There we go.
Up to castle a little bit sooner, but not really
Ooh.
much at all. Ra
Only a
just going to
few
go up as
seconds.
well. So Ra going up, but he's still got those 4 villagers taking the stone now. And he is in a pretty good position, actually. He's got 420 stone in, but Raiden, or Hassan, is inside of Ra's walls. Why is he not scouting?
Yeah, I'm interested. If he runs to the back now and sees that gold and the stone there, it's going to be pretty much a game changer. So, I don't know. I should be scouting with this, in my opinion. If you can get a scout in an arena, I think we'd be pretty lucky, but going to be able to kill that scout off, potentially.
Well, yeah, I think he's trying to kill Ra's scout, and he's got a lot more HP on that, and, you know, if he can kind of work out what's going on, then, you know, he's going to be in a better position. I kind of feel like he's seen this stone at the front and seeing that Ra isn't taking it, and he's thinking it to himself, oh, well, he's probably not going to castle drop there or do anything.
Yeah.
But Ra has got the stone in the back. He's actually sending villagers over now by the looks of things. And Hassan, he looks like he's moving around the back. If he sees it, then he will most likely know. The question is, what's he going to do to defend? Is there a lot he can do?
It's very late right now to be able to notice this, and ooh, that scout, and may have just flagged them as stone miners.
Yeah,
so.
that's what I was thinking as well. I don't know, but he's going to spot these villagers in the front. Clear then that Ra is coming forwards. The question is, where will he put that castle? If Ra puts the castle on the right-hand side, he's going to be in the perfect position, but he's not scouted it, and that is really bad for him. I feel like if he'd have scouted that and known where that gold was, that castle would probably go up on this right side, but it's not by the looks of things.
I completely agree. This would just deny so much for Hassan straight off the bat. But Siege Workshop and Monastery are coming up for Hassan here, so it looks like we will see some kind of push from him. And Ra going Monastery first, so it looks like he will try and collect up some of those relics.
He will go with the castle, but look where the castle placement is. Man, if Ra just scouted that, Hassan going with monks and mangonels by the looks of things, or yeah, most likely monks and mangonels. That is just so unlucky for Ra here. Because if he'd have put the castle here, Hassan would have no gold, no monks, no mangonels, and then it would be GG. But either way, castle's going to come up, and you know, that mangonel is probably going to deny it as well by the looks of things.
Yeah, just looking at it right now, villagers have been forced back already. There's 2 villagers out there for Hassan right now, because why not, I guess. But really, the monk and mangonel are out, and they're denying that castle.
Yeah, that's quite painful. I really think if Ra had just, you know, dropped it on this right side, he could have done it without even being seen. This game would have been completely changed around. But he is going to lose a monk. Pretty careless there on that. Losing the scout, but good to get that out. Now, Hassan going to try and wall up that monastery. Going to be a bit lame about it. And monk just about to come out for Ra at the moment. See what he can
Definitely
do
a good call, walling it in. Like, if you're going to play aggressively like this, I think laming, it's perfectly fine in my books here. Especially, I don't even really consider walling it up laming that much. If it's exposed, why not?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's fine. But I think Hassan now, going to be in a great position. He's going to deny this monastery from being able to do anything. He's got mangonels out, he's got monks out as well, and Ra's castle drop completely failing there. I just, you know, that could have been so much better and so much different if he'd have just put it on this right side and scouted it. But, you know, you don't see those things in the game all the time. And from our perspective, it seems obvious, but for him, totally different, I suppose.
Exactly. This is why scouting is just stressed so much. It's probably one of the easiest and hardest parts of the game, definitely. Like, you can scout easily, but to notice everything you need to notice, not generally the easiest thing in the world.
No. Ra, however, can delete that castle, get half the stone back, and still afford a new one. So, I mean, he can still make some kind of castle drop. Looks like he's trying to get in there now.
Ooh.
Oh, he's going to get in but that mangonel likely to kill those villagers off, so it might be in vain. And it's a big mangonel micro war. Hassan coming out on top, and the castle now completely walled in. So GG to that. Ra's going to delete it, and he has got the stone to build another one. Perhaps thinking if he builds another one, he could go for conquistadors.
Gonna have to go defensively though, putting that castle up next to the blacksmith at his base. This is completely backfired right now.
Oh,
Hassan coming up with a great solution here, picking a lot of villagers, and Ra not happy indeed.
Not at all. I mean, look at the scores. He's got 400 behind at this stage, and I just...
At 20 minutes in.
I know. I kind of feel bad for him, because, I mean, this could have gone so much better had he... You know, had he have done the things we just pointed out. But either way, managing to get a trade there on that mangonel, looking to try and pick that mangonel from Hassan off and take that map control. Because, you know, conquistadors pretty good against monks, actually. You know, they've got good speed, they've got really good attack, and...
Both players getting a monk there. I can do nothing but feel sorry for those monks right now.
It's quite fun to watch. And Hassan's still getting on top in terms
of the mangonel, though.
Of mangonels, so... Either way, Conquistadors coming out for Ra now. You know, this could really help to turn it around for him. We should have a quick look at their TCs and eco while not a lot of fighting's going on in the middle.
Yeah, Hassan has his second one up on his wood to the back there, and as far as the TC goes for Ra, he hasn't got a second one up yet.
Yeah, and I think, you know, for Ra now, this is looking pretty bad.
Free Conquistador as well for Hassan.
Oh yeah. It's not going so well. What is Ra to do? He's mad.
So mad.
To be fair, I would be mad as well. I mean, that castle drop was so close to being a success. Hassan reacted very quickly, very well, and now he is starting to take every advantage. He's secured the relics on the left-hand side. He is in a great position. You know, this monastery is walled up from completely. Ra's really not able to do all that much, and he's still only on 1 TC as well, so he's not able to afford a second. Looking pretty damn bad for him, and Conquistador's getting in there, going to try and do what they can, but...
Ooh, another free Conquistador there.
Yeah.
It did cost him a monk though, but...
There's the GG.
And third town center for Hassan up as well, and I think Ra making the best decision here.
I agree. Kind of, wow. That you know, 30 seconds earlier, or like, you know, 5 or 10 sort of tiles to the right, and that could have been a completely different game. Ra got extremely unlucky. Hassan played it extremely well, and considering this was Ra's home map, not ideal, let's be honest.
Definitely right now, because of course home map, something you should generally go into with a pretty much good sense that you think you're going to win it.
Yeah,
I think he went in with that, but sadly straight away there at like the 18-minute mark, just... Oh,
okay.
Ouch.
Well, that's game 3. Hassan now 2-0, but 2-1 even. But what we're going to do now is we're not going to play an ad straight away. We're going to put a poll up in the chat, and you will be able to vote for what map you would like for game 4. So I'm going to set that up right now, and after the poll